Hello again and welcome to your Toastmasters Club site on iCrewClubSites.com. If you want to find out more about iCrewClubSites, look at our settings here and read about the site. You can read a little bit about me as well, and more importantly, you can donate to iCrewClubSites and help us buy domains and expand and make the system better. Today, I'm going to explain one of the most important things that you will do as webmaster, and that's post a new story. Now, I was thinking about using a Toastmaster story, but I got some really good news today, so I'll share it with you, and we'll build a story that will include a photo and a video from YouTube. So let's begin. Again, we assume you're logged in, so pause the video and log in. If you're not there yet, you should see this line at the top or something very much like it. We're going to post a new story. Now let's look at the dashboard first. There are two basic types of stories. There are posts and pages. Pages are designed to be permanent additions to your website. They would include information that never changes over a long period of time and goes on a specific spot in a menu. What we're going to deal with today is one called a post. A post is like a newspaper story. It will be important for a day or two, or a week, or a month, and then as it scrolls off and you put other new posts ahead of it, it'll become less important. It'll still be there in the archive, but you won't need to pay any attention to it after a few days after you've read it. So that's what a post is designed to do. Now, if you are on the main page or on this page, in order to create a new post, all you do is click on New up here and press Post. And what you do is you get the edit window. Now, before we do anything on the edit window, let's add some more options. And what we do is we click this toolbar toggle and we get more options, which we can use as we go along. I got some really good news today. One of my former students, Marina and Sarah, was named Miss California. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a story from another newspaper and I'm going to attribute credit and then add a few words of my own. So the first thing I do is I put my own headline. This will appear at the top of your story and that'll be the corner. As always, you should publish your story before you do anything. I'm going to publish often here and then show you the results. So I click publish, and one of the things that happens after I click publish and my internet connection gives me the new page is I get to view the post. If I right click, open link in new tab and look at it, there is the story right there, and we will just leave it like that. It gives the author and other things like that. So let's come back to the story. Now, I want to get the body of my story. Normally you type this in or copy it from a Word document, but I'm going to grab it from a existing story. I'll just use a little bit of it. So I copy that, bring it back over, and add it. Now, let's say, for instance, that I want to highlight Marina's name. So I go here and I make that bold, and that'll appear bold. An interesting part of the story is that Marina had been to the pageant 4 times. She failed 3 times, and one of her favorite quotes I'm going to insert right here. Failure is the opportunity to intelligently, this is a good quote, begin again. The quote comes from Henry Ford. So I've made a few changes. I'll eliminate a line there. So I'll update. It'll save it. And then let's look at it. See, it shows the quote right here in the story as I've included it. Next is, let's insert a photo. First thing you want to do is put your cursor where you want the photo to occur. So I'll do that, and then I'll click Add Media. And what I get is I have 2 options here that you need to remember. I can go to the media library if I've already uploaded the story, or I can upload a file. Now I'm going to go off to another folder and bring in this picture right here. Over here, you can put a caption, and that's always important for some of these. And then insert it into the post. Now, notice that it basically puts a big hole in the text between the quote and the beginning of the story. And we're not going to like that. So I'm going to make an important change that you want to do when you do this. So I click on the picture and I see a pencil right there. Click on that pencil. Notice the alignment right here. This is the justify. I want to left justify the picture. What that'll mean is the picture will appear to the left of the text. I update, and notice that the text now wraps around your photo automatically. Let's update. And come over here, and there's your photo with the caption and the story. There's a lot more you can do, but this is just the basics. But there is one more thing. A few years ago, I had a video about Marina, and I want to put that right at the top. So I will leave space, turn off the quote mark, which makes it right here. Now, and I will go over, and here's a basic YouTube page. Go down to the YouTube page where it says share, and then you will look at embed, and you will grab this code right here. Copy it, and then remember that you're inserting code, so you hit text. Press return a couple of times to get it at the top, and the text goes in. You go back to visual, it'll show where it is, and at this point you can even center it. So now I have the video inserted. I update, go over to here, reload, and now I have a video inserted along with the rest of the story. If you have any questions, send me an email at rilakin@gmail.com. Let's take one more look at this. We added a new post, we inserted the text, we used some of these things. I'll just go over these really quick. Bold, italic, strike through for, you can do a bulleted list or a numbered list. Add a horizontal line as a separator, left, center, or right justifications. This is an important one. Let's say, for instance, that I want to actually give this video is located on YouTube. But I want to actually make that the word YouTube into a link. So I'm going to go back to here and notice that you've got the universal resource locator, the address or the URL. I copy that, come back here. I highlight the words YouTube, click on the chain, insert a link, and then I paste the link, and it now appears in blue or purple based on whether you followed it or not. And you can click on that and it's a clickable link. That's how you add a link to your text. That's the magic of hypertext. So we've covered that. You can remove a link. You can do a number of other things. Now if you want to change a headline, let's add a subheading, but we'll change the copy. It can be heading 1, which is large, heading 2, and so on. Those even get smaller, and you can do some other things that come with HTML. So that's that part. You can underline, you can justify, which means you have straight edges on right and left. You can change the text color. This is important. If you're copying from Word, Microsoft Word, then use this symbol right here to paste it. Clear your formatting, do some other things. So again, one more time, let's update what we did. Now, before we take a look, let's look at this right here. We used this part when we added media. We actually used this link right here. So let's take a look at that. This shows all of the pictures that you've added already. If you want to add new, click on that and drag it right here, and it'll automatically come in and then show in the library. You can then edit the picture. There's some simple editing commands. But that's media. Let's go back to the story one more time. And there's what it looks like. Very easy to do, but you've got to follow the steps. Again, thanks for listening. I'm Rick Lakin, RILAKIN, at gmail.com. This is iCrewClubSites.com. Thanks for watching.